allowed to come home for a Saturday night. So the plan was to go and pick them up at the hospital Saturday morning. We were in the middle of spring football, so we had practice. Brian was with me, as he often would be, come up to practice. And as soon as practice was over, I'm looking for him, because I want to get down to the hospital. I'm looking for him. It only took me about 15 minutes to find him. He was at another end of the athletic complex with a friend, a son of one of the other coaches. I literally screamed at him, yelled at him in the car. I was so upset that he was making us late to pick up Beth and his mom. How sad. I mean, he was doing what he should be doing. He was playing. Here I am, I'm coaching a football. I mean, yeah, it was my livelihood, but it's a game. And he was playing. So I'll never forget that. It's kind of something I'm not real proud of as I share that with you. But, as I said, I've made some progress. We've learned a lot about play, about resilience, and the importance of family fun. There's no secret to this. It's about family fun. Or fun and family can be anything. It can be friends, associates. It doesn't have to be your traditional family. It's whoever you consider your family. But we learned by doing what Fred Rogers suggested we do, by watching and listening to Brian and Beth. They taught us. We didn't teach them. People say, oh, you guys did a great job with these. You know what? Yeah, it's nice to think we did, but these guys taught us so much. I had a birthday weekend coming up. Friday night, it's late working. Brian and Beth planned a surprise. They had Kathy, and obviously they were with her, pick me up. I get in the car, they kidnap me. So they're going home, we take off, we hit the highway, they had hidden clothes in a garbage bag in the car, and they took me away for a weekend of fun and laughter, and it was a celebration that I'll never forget. And some of you, I've gotten to know many of you here, and I love comedy. I'm not a funny guy, I'm not a comedian. Funny looking. But I even come out of my comfort zone. I can even embarrass Beth. And, we go for walks, in the summer particularly on the beach, we'll walk, and I will sing as loud as I can songs about Beth to the tune of the Drifters Under the Boardwalk. And she hates it. And we walk oftentimes during the year around our neighborhood and beyond. And I'll wear, some days I'll go out, it's like 4 in the afternoon, I'll wear pajamas. Beth goes absolutely
What a good role model.
Well, we play secret games, and as you know, Beth, she'll go out and she will engage anybody and everybody, whether she knows them or not. And she'll smile and say hello, and we give a secret thumbs up or thumbs down between us depending on how they respond. And, most of them respond favorably to this kid. So we have a lot of fun, and I've really learned so much as I've gone through this ordeal.
A major turning point for me and a critical learning experience came about when Brian Jr. came from Connecticut to Johns Hopkins so that he could be able to celebrate his 10th birthday with us. He crawled into bed with his sister because when we asked him what he wanted, he just wanted his sister to wake up. And he crawled into bed with her, trying to wake her up. And she was tied. She had so many IVs and tubes, and I was so worried that he would upset all of them. I was annoyed and just so impatient with him, telling him to stop it and be careful and all that. And here he is, it's his 10th birthday, and he was so excited. And then a beloved nurse who was off duty but came in, and she suggested that we take Brian to Baltimore's Inner Harbor and take him to dinner and celebrate, and that she would stay right by Beth's bedside and not leave her. was the best thing in the world for us because we went out and we laughed and we played and we came back to Beth's room and we were so renewed and hopeful, and I actually felt so much better. If we hadn't have done that, we would have just been stuck in that same old mode. But it was that play and that having fun and just seeing the look on his face. And when we got back to her hotel room, on her bed was this note from Brian. No matter what, the family always sticks together. As you can see, he's not an artist, but that's us.
It's the thought that counts.
So over the years, we received letters, books, postcards, and even phone calls from Mr. Rogers. Friends would send us articles from various sources where Mr. Rogers would mention Beth's name. And Beth loves talking about one particular birthday call when her Uncle John answered the phone.
Crazy Uncle John.
They'll vouch for me. All my large extended family came to our house for my birthday. The party was loud, and we could barely hear the phone ring. Uncle John picked it up, and a man asked to speak to me. Uncle John asked who was calling, and when he heard the man say, "Fred Rogers," he replied, "No, blank, blank, blank." Uncle John language. Mr. Rogers replied, "Mostly me."
That was Fred Rogers. That was as close as he ever got to profanity. It was mercy me. Mr. Rogers was a major part of our family, and his words and lessons continue to pop up sometimes they're just in our subconscious, and a lot of the times in difficult situations, we'll all say as a family, now what would Fred do? And I think what the cornerstone of Fred Rogers and Mr. Rogers' neighborhood was that he listened. That was the first thing he did. He listened, and he would look right into your eyes, whether it was on television or with you in person, and you felt loved, and that was his objective, that each and every person, if everybody felt loved, the world would be a better place, and that by watching children play and becoming, like the speaker said yesterday, Charlie, think about what you enjoyed as a child and go back to that. And that's what we do when we think about Mr. Rogers and the importance of play. And there was one thing for certain, that sick kids get a lot of toys. I know, Kathy, you'll attest to that. When you go into a hospital, a children's hospital room, it's filled with every stuffed animal, every toy you can imagine. But Beth gave away a lot of her toys. And the only things she really kept were her Mr. Rogers puppets. And at times even when her grandfather died, we went to look for Beth, and she's in her room on her bed, and what's in her hand but Daniel Striped Tiger. And she was older, but she felt that pure honesty, simple comfort of Mr. Rogers and his voice. And even though he was no longer with us, his just the aura of him, his words, and just the way he was, she preferred to be with honest, simple, comforting friends.
On the day that Mr. Rogers died, I stayed in bed all day crying. I could not believe it. My mom had heard it on the morning news. I felt that a part of me died as well. I did not want to go to school in the kindergarten classroom and face all the young children who loved him as much as I did. Every year, Mr. Rogers' neighborhood would send my class teaching materials, photos, and neighborhood activities. Thanks, Dad. I would receive a quote on my birthday every year. and we would send each other postcards from our travels. In every correspondence, we told each other that we liked each other just the way you are. Sorry. Just the way you are. He will always be my superhero, my forever, real-life neighbor. The next day, I comforted the children using the same gentle words that Mr. Rogers used to comfort me when my grandparents passed away.
Mr. Rogers' tragic passing in 2003 left a void in all our lives. We are blessed to call him our friend. His legacy of love, kindness, and togetherness through play helped us in filling that void, and now guides us in all of our interactions. We grab every opportunity to have fun together and to have fun with others. We're definitely not your normal family, we really try to do everything possible to really have fun. This is Beth with her brother. He takes her on trips. This is with the fire department. Can you imagine? She's the only girl there with a group of guys running the Pat Tillman race in
When
Arizona.
dreams come true.
Our son Brian is a fireman in Harlem, and his friend just sent us this little clip. Brian drives he's a chauffeur now with the fire department, but he drives the tiller. Oops. You look at the end, see it. This is in Harlem, in the heart of Harlem. Sporty, I know you recognize that.
Yeah.
And Beth now is motivational speaker and certified laughter leader. This is her trying to conduct her Humor Academy conference call. Look at her, she's pleading with me to get her brother out of the way.
Brian should have been part of that call.
And what we learned from play allowed us to learn how our children were feeling, allowed us to cope with difficult situations, gave us relief from pain, encouraged communication, stimulated our imaginations. Play is all the stuff that you know. It doesn't need to be elaborate, organized. It can be simple as a wink, smile, joke, smiley pancake. This is Mr. Rogers' favorite quote that hangs in our kitchen. It is only with the heart that one can see rightly. What is essential is invisible to the eye. And I think that encapsulates all of us here. And
Sure.
yeah.
Mr. Rogers taught me to be grateful to the people who made a difference in my life. I hope you won't mind taking a few seconds of silence to thank someone who made a difference in your life. And now, this song is for Mr. Rogers and me, to all of you.
You are my friend, you are special. You are my friend, you're special to me. You are the only one like you, my friend. I like you in the daytime, in the nighttime, anytime that you feel's the right time for a friendship.
Well, Beth, you gave away your toys at the hospital. But one thing, on behalf of AATH, we hope you'll never give away this red nose.
Oh, I could
Because
never.
you got enough of them? Okay, well, you can throw them out. Throw them out.
I never give away.
Brian, thank you for your service in the fire department. In the background with Kathy was mentioning, that's the actual project where I grew up. And so that's why I'm happy that, Kathy, thank you for being the rock and helping the family get through. And Brian, I want to say this to you both. Yes, you were a terrible parent, but isn't that where parenting should begin?
Yes.
So it's good to see that you two have stayed together, learned the lesson together, and let your children raise you the way they should. Thank you all for attending.